and welcome back to another episode of We Need to Talk. And today, we have another collaboration on the line, man. We got my boy Zeus, man. Fresh out of New York, man. What's going on, bro? Talk to the people right quick, man. Who are you, bro?
My name is Zeus. You can find me on Instagram and a few other platforms at ZeusX Unplugged. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch as well. I run a podcast and I do social media. I'm sort of an influencer, but I'm also an entrepreneur if you really think about it, because I'm also a landlord. I do crypto. I invest in stocks. My podcast is mainly teaching men about bettering themselves, becoming the best version of themselves. My podcast teaches men, to how to navigate women, how to navigate the dating market, because right now dating market is in shambles, as we know, right?
Oh man,
it's a struggle for men. So I teach men how to navigate in the best way possible and become best versions of themselves.
So it sounds like you have a lot of experience in dating, or am I being?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Am I judging you, bro?
Yes,
you
I do.
Okay, got you. So with that being said, like with the whole dating thing, because everybody that knows me on this platform, they know that I've been in a relationship with my wife for 18 years now. So honestly, bro, I hear about the horribleness and how trashy the dating market is.
18 years ago.
I don't know anything about that, bro. Like when I got my wife, we still dated and actually liked to chill with people. You understand what I'm saying? So it was more organic and
18 years ago, it was different, bro. It was different.
Yeah.
The market today is a different market, right?
Mm-hmm.
18 years ago, a man working a regular 9 to 5, earning $40K per year, driving a Honda was acceptable.
Right?
Great guy, was a good guy on his purpose, right? He had a nice job, honest 9 to 5. Whereas now, that's no longer the case. Now that's seen as, to be honest with you, most women see that as settling nowadays. So the dating market is far different than it was 18 years ago.
And you know what's crazy about that word settle? When you settle, right? You settle down. You never settle up. You understand what I'm saying? So for a woman to say, or for anyone to say, look, me being with a person that makes this much money, I'm settling. That means to them, they're literally going below what they believe they require, what they believe they're qualified for. And a lot of times, bro, we feed people, not even just women, but we feed people that you can have the best. And unfortunately, everyone cannot have the best, bro.
Correct.
There's some people that has to be mediocre. If there was no mediocre, if there was no level, no lower level, and no top tier, then there would be no dynamics between the three different tiers. You know what I'm saying? Everybody would be the same.
Correct. And the thing is, everybody can't be the boss, because if everybody's the boss, then who's working?
Who's working? Exactly.
It doesn't make sense, right? So it can't work that way. But nowadays, all women want the boss. All women want this. Women nowadays are dating lifestyles, not the men that they're in relationships with. They're dating lifestyles, right?
Right.
And they want this boss, this luxury lifestyle that, quite frankly, most men can't obtain, right? Most men are not even in the financial bracket to obtain, right?
Right.
Only 16% of Americans in general earn $100K per year.
Right.
Now, if we reduce that down to men, we're at maybe 10%. So now if we get to 10% now, only 10% of men are earning that kind of money, then even though 80% of women are chasing this 6-figure dude, most women don't earn that kind of money.
Right.
But so when they do meet this guy, they want him to move like an average guy. They want to have these situations, these standards, and it's like, once you get this guy who's clearly rare, right? Because only 10% of men earn this kind of income, and that's not including how he looks, how he dresses, if he's gay or straight. That's not including any of that. That's just 10% of men in the populace in general in America. So you're dating a small, minute amount of men, but yet you think you have this leverage that you don't have. Right?
You're dating such of a rare breed, but you want him to act normal. That's
and that's the problem, right?
That's huge.
And they want to demand monogamy from these men, right? You're dating a man who had to, because here's the thing: women are born with value. Men have to earn their value. Right. So this man, after he had finally earned his value over maybe 16, 17 years, some men 20 years of finally earning their value, you want him to now move like a normal average guy, even though you're not dating an average guy, right? Because women say they want a guy who's on their level, but you don't want a guy on your level. You want a guy above your level.
Right.
Women want a man who's not equal to them in any way. They want a man who's above average in every single facet of life. Who's taller than them, stronger than them, who can protect them, provide for them, who's more ambitious than them, makes more money than them. You want all these excellent accolades, but they want him to act like an average guy. You want him to be monogamous, as you did the guy who was dating a regular 9 to 5 guy who made $40K per year. It doesn't work that way, right?
Do you agree with this, Zeus? Do you agree with this? That because I see that narrative a lot on social media. You know what I'm saying, that women in general, and when we say general, of course, we're talking about the majority, right?
Okay, yeah.
We say women in general wants this man, right? That man that you just described, right? To me, from the statistics that I gather, it seems like more or less the models or the very extremely attractive women want that dude. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I've met some more humble women that understands, like, look, I might not be attractive enough to attract this dude, so that's not what I'm looking for. And I've actually met a lot of women like that. That doesn't more or less call it settling when they get with the guy that's making $50,000 a year, but they're able to compromise some of their delusion because they at one point they had to understand that. Look, listen, me expecting this dude, this high caliber dude, and for him to be faithful to just me, I'm lying to myself. You know what I'm saying? So some women are humble. Well, I met, as far as my experience, most of the women that I've met and interviewed are like that. They say, look, I don't really care about the six-figure guy because I'm making my own money.
Cap. See, here's the problem. That's cap, right? Women will say that nonsense. Here's the thing. And women, and when people always say, the model, because the model girls are a little bit more, they're far more, the prettier a woman is, the more delusional she tends to be, right? The more delusional she is, the more overly inflated her standards are, the more overly inflated her ego is, right? But even average women want these above average men. True. I speak to average women all the time. I mean, and I have a podcast where I run, I'm on Instagram Live. You've seen me before where these women are naturally, there's women who are literally, I met a woman who was 44 years old, delusional. 44 years old, saying she wants a man who makes what she makes a year, because she makes over 160 something per year. She needs a man who makes equal or more than her, right? But still wants monogamy. Still, mind you, she's not even attractive. And she's 44 years old. But this is the delusion that goes through women's mind because they're indoctrinated by this feminism nonsense telling them that the aging process is forever green. You'll always be attractive. You'll always be the prize. And it's not the case. As a woman ages, she loses value in the sexual dating market. As she ages, she loses leverage to demand what she wanted. What you demanded at 20, you can no longer demand at 40. It doesn't work that way. Right? Men are attracted to youth, beauty, fertility.
That's a fact. You know what's sad?
You lose those values.
You know what's sad too? I was at work the other night. And I'm working with this girl. She's from New York too, bro. But she lives down here now in North Carolina.
I'm from Harlem, you guys.
Yeah, give it up for the Harlem. Harlem, get the money. Out there. You know what I'm saying? But she was we was talking because she know I do the podcast and everything. She want to come be part of the panel. And I said, yo, like, you come up here, I'm gonna chew you up. You know what I'm saying? Because she told me that she's in her 40s. She don't look like she's in her 40s, but she's in her 40s, bro. Now in life, she has 2 children. One is an adult, like 27 years old. The other one is like 14 or something like that.
Okay.
The crazy thing about it is now she's ready to settle down and accept a country boy that's going to church and you know what I'm saying? She don't want that dream guy that she wasted her whole life trying to chase after. You know what I'm saying? Fucking all of these dudes and all of this running through all these people. Now
your audio cut out. Hold on. Your audio cut out, Con. Your audio cut out. You stopped that dream guy. We trying this new beta thing, you guys. This new thing on YouTube. No hearing, no sound. Say it again? No. Can't hear you.
What the heck is going on?
There you go.
All right, we Gucci now? We Gucci?
Yeah, you said something about her, damn, you left off on
She was she has children, you know what I'm saying? One of them is grown. Another one is like, mid-teens or whatever. And now she's ready to settle down with a good country man, you know what I'm saying? That goes to church and you know what I'm saying? Not the 6-figure guy. She's not chasing him no more, but she done went through her whole life chasing something that she inevitably couldn't get.
Correct.
Now she's ready, and she's looking at my bro like, yeah, you 27, what's up? Like, you won't date me? He like, nah. He like, yo, you too old.
Here's the problem, right? Social constructs don't adhere to reality. And I always say this because women are all chasing this extravagant guy. They think no matter what they do, they can go through life, go through their whole phases, have children by other men, do what they want to do, be this boss chick, chase a career, and by the time they look up at the end of the tunnel, a man will be waiting there for them. And this man will be making money, have a big penis, have great sex, eat the box well. He'll be monogamous. He'll be making 8 figures. It just doesn't exist. They want this super nigga or this super dude, but it's not reality. And women tend to, as women mature, so here's the thing. Women tend to, I don't mean physically, I mean mentally. Women mature as the sexual marketplace, as they start to get less attention in the sexual marketplace, they start to mature more. Right? Versus when they're younger and they have so much attention, they don't mature really. Yeah. They mature physically, but not mentally.
Right.
They're chasing these dudes, having fun, want to go through whole phases. It's all about the fun, all about this lifestyle. But when they get older, they realize, shit, I want a husband and a family. But now it's too late to get the man that you want. Now you got to settle. And I always tell them all the time, you're going to settle one way or another. Either you settle now, but you have the best options you can get, or settle later on when you take whatever's left. Right? Because at some point, you're going to settle. You're going to realize this is what I'm chasing ain't going to work. Because a lot of women are delusional. I've seen girls who are fat, 300, 400 pounds, think they deserve just a magnificent man. Right? Or girls who are not attractive. Listen, as men make money, they have more options. Right? A man making money and a woman making money isn't the same thing.
2 different things.
Women tend to mistake the two, right? They just call the mistake thinking what men want is what men want in women. What they want in men is what men want in women. And it ain't the case. No. Attraction is not symmetrical; it's asymmetrical. We want different things. So they're chasing this man who makes all this money. They want this man who has a career, has a job, has a car. Men don't really care about that, right? Not the men that they want. There are some men who do care about it for sure, but those are the broke men that they don't want anyway.
That they don't want,
men that they really want don't care about their income, don't care about their career. Men care about cooperation. Right. Can I get along with you? Right. Can you respect me no matter how you feel? Whether you feel a certain way, whether you're angry, you're mad, are you respectful? Are you going to bring peace to my household? Can you provide me children? Right? Can you make me look good instead of making me look bad? Because y'all here doing whole shit, twerking in clubs every night, stuff like that, right? Are you willing to make sacrifices and concessions to put the family and put me first? Right? Not yourself, right? Things you did when you were single, you can no longer do in your relationship. But women think they can have the autonomy of being single by having a man at home, and it doesn't work that way.
And another thing that I noticed too, with women, they're big on, oh, my past don't matter. Now this is my outlook on people that feels like, oh, my past don't matter, right? Only a thief will want to be forgiving to the actions of another thief. You understand what I'm saying? So when people know that they have fucked up in their past, they made stupid ass decisions, those are the people advocating for, oh, the past doesn't matter. But people that has made well decisions, thoughtful decisions, walked the right path in life, they tend not to feel sorry or remorseful for people that chose to make stupid ass, dumb, easy decisions. You understand what I'm saying? And the problem is that we train, mostly our women, man, to go ahead and find yourself. You know what I'm saying? Have sex with as many men as you want so that you can know what you like and all this other type of stuff and chase this and chase that. Then by the time that reality and God says, look, listen, this ain't what I got for you. You know what I'm saying? And you become 42 years old and you ain't got nobody. Then you're like, damn, I wasted all of that time being dumb playing games. And now I do have to settle for this dude that I really, really don't want. But it's somebody because nobody really wants to die alone. So who becomes sad at the end of the day? Is it really the dude that you rejected your whole life, the good dude that wasn't popular, that didn't wear the Louis Vuitton and drive the big Benz with the knot of money inside of the club, throwing money and popping bottles? That probably was the guy that you should have married and you should have took serious. But those guys are unpopularized. They're losers to women. You understand what I'm saying? And those guys are the majority of men. The majority of men ain't popping bottles. The majority of men ain't driving foreign cars and got the designer stuff on. They play the back. They're intelligent. They play the back. They peep game and be like, you know what? Fuck. That's your loss. Because I know where he's headed. Because we can gauge each other, bro. You understand what I'm saying? And this is what I tell my wife and other listeners on my platform as well. There's a lot of alpha male talk on this internet thing, right? I'm a firm believer that a man cannot be alpha to a woman. The most beta man in the world can be alpha to a woman because genetically we can dominate women, bro. No matter how strong or weak the man is, he can always be an alpha to a woman because he can overpower her. You're only alpha to other men. You're only alpha to other men. If I don't deem you as a strong, smart, successful, motivated, well-driven dude, it don't matter. A girl can think that because you could gas her. But men, we know the real.
Correct.
You know what I mean? And that's why we decide who's betas. We decide who's alphas.
And that's why fathers used to be a strong part of the dating market back in the days. Because fathers can look at the man you're dating, look at it from a logical standpoint versus you going off emotions.
Right.
How he making you feel at the moment. I'm telling you, got a good fit for you, but you're going off how you feel at the moment. Exactly. I'm thinking long term. Can he provide for you long term?
Exactly.
Is he stable? Is he this? Is he that? Can he protect you, etc.? So whereas now we don't have the fathers in the household anymore. The fathers have been removed from the household due to some guidance such as social order or some nonsense. To where now these women are raising these men by themselves, right? 80% of all single parent households are led by women.
Women, yep.
Literally, right? And black women make up a majority of that. 62.4% of black women are single nowadays, according to the CDC. And 7 out of 10 black children are born out of wedlock. So what does that tell you? Women are raising these kids by themselves. The men aren't involved. So when you hear about this story about bitch ass niggas and bitch ass men, y'all raising these men. Your aunties, nieces, your sisters, your cousins, your mothers, you were raising these men, not the men.
I have a collaboration, a pretty big collaboration coming next week. We're talking just on that. I got so much sauce for that, bro.
Send me on that. Put me on that, man.
Yo, bro, I definitely will contact. We'll have to figure out how we can do that because he's coming out here from South Carolina. He's big, bro. Like he done interviewed like people that done collab with Kevin Samuels and stuff like that. He's big, bro. Yeah, he found our content and invited us out to his studio this week, and we drove out to South Carolina collab.
That's lit, man.
Shout out to my boy Alan, man. He'll be back. He'll be in the studio next Sunday. Y'all got to tune in for that. It's going to be crazy. We're going to talk just about what my boy Zeus just said. But yo, we're going to flip it over to the actual topic of the day, man. We got our warm up out. We done dusted our shoulders off. You know what I'm saying? We let the people hear how we talk. Social media, bro.
Okay.
Social media. Our Instagrams, our Snapchats, Twitters, Facebooks, all of that bullshit, right? And social media and dating. How do you think that social media impacted the dating experience in 2023?
Social media has activated the dark side of hypergamy in women, right? And hypergamy basically, just so the audience know, hypergamy means when women date it date across or above, right? Which is generally 98% of women, right? So now, and that's across the world. So now, social media has activated the dark side of hypergamy in women, right? Social media has given us, as a people in general, as a whole, access to higher status individuals more than we've ever had access before. Right now, back in the days, if you remember just as much as we were around the same age, you couldn't just contact 50 Cent or send him a message. He speaks to you. You had to hope you see him one day at a concert.
Yeah.
This nigga will look at you and talk. Whereas now, you can send him a DM and he may just respond.
You basically got his phone number.
Correct. You can comment on a post, say the wrong negative shit, and because he don't like what you said, he's going to respond to you. And that'll get some type of emotion out of him. You see what I'm saying? So whereas now things are just so different, right? So because of this access we have, women benefit from this access more than ever before. Women have more options than they've ever had in history. What I mean by that is, it used to be where a woman who lived in Idaho, right? I mean, Iowa, somewhere in the backwoods in Iowa somewhere, she had the best man she can get, no matter how fine she was a man within Idaho. The best man in Idaho. That's the best option she can hope to get, right?
Facts.
Whereas now, she can get flown out to New York, Miami, Dubai, and meet kings and all kind of things now.
Yes, sir.
So because of this level of access, the regular guy in her town just don't cut it anymore. The normal guy, this is what you mentioned earlier too, right? Good guys are finishing last. This thing has stood the test of time for a long time for a reason. Women tend to chase this level of guy, but they don't realize this level of guy, with every benefit comes a cost.
Right.
People don't realize that. Women don't want to pay the cost. They just want the benefits.
Right.
They want this amazing man. But they don't realize this amazing man going to have less time for you. He's probably going to have other women around. You're going to have to share him. They don't want to hear that, though. He's probably going to have other children with other women. They don't want to hear these things. Or maybe be polygamous. They only want the benefits of it.
Right.
And you got to be willing to pay the cost.
Right.
Everything comes with a cost. Or you have a broke guy who may be more monogamous to you because he can't afford to date a lot of women. It costs money.
Right.
He can, so even he's trying to cheat on you, it may be a short period of time, or he may not do it altogether. Most guys who are average aren't trying to cheat. Most average guys are trying to get one girl and call it a day.
That's a fact.
Because they're happy to have you.
Right. That's a fact.
So, but they don't want those guys. Women they want this monogamous man, good man, but the good man is the minute you ignore every single day. The good man is the man working there at Walmart, working at Walgreens. The plumber who came to your house the other day who fixed your sink. That's the good man.
Right.
But you know what? Extravagant man, and it doesn't work that way. And
you know what's crazy? So I just want to chime in right there because I'm gonna forget this because you said something so freaking powerful throughout that whole spiel you just gave. I think the most intelligent question to ask a woman should ask herself when she's ready to date. She shouldn't ask herself, what do I want a man to be or a man to look like or a man to earn? Take the focus off of the man. Put the focus on yourself. What type of lifestyle do I want? Do I want a monogamous lifestyle? That should be the first question she asks herself. Now, if she does want a monogamous lifestyle, all right, let's take that 6-figure nigga off the list. Now we're doing process of elimination here.
Con, you think it's logical. That's the problem. They don't think logical.
Women
think of emotion. Emotion is, I feel I deserve this man. Here's the problem. What you just said is 100% facts. They should think that way. This is how fathers think. This is why a man being a part. This is why women should involve their father or their brother, who's somebody who's not sexually involved, to help them mate select and not do it themselves, right? Because what you're saying is 100% right, but they don't think this way. If I had a daughter right now, my daughter, listen, sweetie, you want a guy who makes 6 figures like daddy or makes more? Guess what? He ain't gonna be monogamous to you. So get that out your head now.
I told my kids the same thing.
Sure. Don't date on possibilities, date on probabilities.
Right.
Probably not gonna be monogamous to you. If he is, great. If he isn't, at least now you know you're prepared. It's better than me sending you out in the rain with an umbrella than to send you out in the street with no umbrella, hoping it doesn't rain. That's not possible. That's just not realistic, right?
There you go.
What I'm telling you is, if you know it's gonna rain today, take an umbrella, babe. It's the best way for you to move forward, right? It's the best course of action. So women nowadays, they don't want to hear that. They say, well, I talk to women all the time. I had a woman who I coached recently. No, not recently. This was like maybe 3 weeks ago. Coached 3 weeks ago, right? She said, she's a sex worker, right? OnlyFans. She was guys. She dates guys. Every guy she dated cheats on her, but she dates only 7-figure dudes or scammers and drug dealers and ballers, all that stuff. I'm like, okay, well, that's the one common factor. They all make money. Men who make money aren't gonna be monogamous.
Nope.
You can't get both ways. I need a nigga who's on my level. The nigga who's on your level want to have other bitches. Because the difference between you and a nigga on your level, he had to earn his level. You were just giving yours.
Right.
For you to be attractive as a woman, you just gotta exist. Wear makeup and some fucking lashes. Men have to get out in this world, earn money, become a leader, learn how to delegate, learn how to be respected, learn how to respect other people, learn how to be romantic, learn how to look attractive to you, learn how to convey attraction, learn how to convey himself. There's so many things that men have to do to become attractive. Go to the gym, etc. Because women have a multivariate analysis of what they deem as attractive in a man. Versus men, you just gotta look good.
Right.
So since you have all these standards, men have to go through a lot of, literally most of their life trying to be attractive to you.
That's true.
And when they finally reach this stage of making money and going to the gym and looking attractive, he's not trying to fuck only you. Right? It doesn't work that way. You are giving your million, because women, I always say this all the time, a millionaire and a woman who's a 10 is on the same equivalency in a way, right? What I mean by that is, you earned your money, because women are basically trust fund babies. You were just giving your money up front. You were man attractive up front. The moment you turn 18, every man wanted you, just because. You ain't gotta have a job, you ain't gotta have a home, you ain't gotta have a car, you ain't gotta have ambition.
You got a pussy. Right.
You got a pussy. You got a pussy, you get your looks. Versus men, we have to get out in this world and create our value. Once a man creates his value, he's not trying to fuck only just you. Men create their value so they can be attractive to a majority of women and be able to provide for all women around him, right? Provide for those under him, create a legacy, right? Eventually he's gonna have a family, but they may want to fuck other bitches. He had to earn that right. Versus you cheating, it's just something you could just do, which is why it's not respected. Since the dawn of time, every religious text has protected women from their promiscuity. But now, because of this new age of feminism, thanks to the late 65, thanks to the sexual revolution, women nowadays, we have gotten rid of shame. And that's the worst thing that happened to women nowadays. Because now that there's no shame, you have Amber Rose running around, you have all kinds of women running around being
slut walk.
This slut walk nonsense. You could be a hoe and you could do what you want to do. You could have as many bodies as he want. You could play tit for tat. He cheat, you cheat back. That's not how the world works. Because social constructs, again, like I said earlier, doesn't adhere to reality. Men will absolutely judge you for your past because men are heavily invested in the female's past. Just like women are heavily invested into a man's future. Women don't care where you've been at. Women care what you're doing in life. But men care what you've been in life.
Been that. Right.
Big difference, because Just like if you go for a job, they ask for your work history. If you go to court for bail, they ask for your criminal history.
Right.
If you go to apply for a car, they ask for your credit history. It's the reason why, right? We as humans have certain proclivities to react in certain to certain stimuli in the exact same context we've been acting in. Right? So if you've been acting a certain way in the past, it gives me a good, clear indicator of what I'm going to deal with in the future.
Right.
Right? And I tell men all the time, judging women, men always judge women for their past. Do not excuse her past because she would never excuse you not having a future. Too many men, and I say that again, do not excuse her past because too many men, because she will never excuse you for not having a future. But too many men will excuse the girl's past just because she's beautiful. And I made this mistake for my damn self. Right? Just because she's pretty, just because she's beautiful, never date off of looks, bro. Go down in looks, go up in cooperation. That's number one. If she's not cooperative, she's not willing to get on your program as a man, it's never going to work. Because that's the recipe for disaster. Having a chaos in your home. Having women going to always challenge your authority, be combative, want to argue with you, want to fight with you, tell you what you can and can't do. It doesn't happen that way. So create your value as a man, work on yourself, go to the gym, make money. So when the time comes, when you meet a woman who you want to meet, I tell guys all the time, do not date a girl until you're in your 30s. Stop taking women seriously in your 30s because you're not the man she wants anyway.
Right.
You're just wasting your time. Now, I'm not saying go have sex with them, have fun with them, do your thing. But don't date any woman seriously until you're in your 30s when you start earning at least over $100K per year nowadays.
Right.
That way now you have the leverage. Too many men are going into the sexual marketplace, not having the leverage, dating these women who just quite frankly are not going to respect them because most women don't respect most men nowadays.
So going back to social media, right? I see this a lot. I'm pretty sure you see it a lot too because you are on social media pretty heavy. Do you think it's worth it for these guys that be on the internet just doing it for the gram, bro? They don't really got money like that, but they just now rented this little Ferrari. You know what I'm saying? So they posting pictures in the Ferrari as if it's theirs. You know what I'm saying? They just got a tax return check, so they bought some Balenciagas. They post that on there with the facade that that's how shit goes on a regular basis to attract these bitches. Do you think it's worth it for these people to cat for some cat?
Here's the problem. For men, we all have it, nowadays we all have it backwards, right? Men are putting on an image to get women because women require this image to get them, right? So men are pretending, like you said, they're putting on pictures of bottles and going to, there's men who never traveled out of the country before in their life for throwing $1,000 in a club.
Right.
What are you doing?
Right.
At strippers who don't give a fuck whether you live or die, right? So it doesn't make sense, but these men are doing it because here's the problem. We have a sipping culture. Sipping has become normalized and it's even praised nowadays.
Right.
Men are being told to be simps, to be tricks. We have a culture where we've made a culture to where we are prioritizing the female's mating strategy, giving women what they want without getting anything in return as a man.
Yes.
And it's okay to just do that. It's okay to allow that because she's a woman and you come last. Right. And that's the way it should be. That's the way it's always been. That's why there's an imbalance because women don't respect most men because most men aren't worthy of being respected. Right. That's the real truth. Most men do things that make themselves become less valuable and seem like low value behavior. Right? They're wasting money instead of trying to put on a front, work on building your value. Work on building yourself up. If you can get a girl, get one. If you can't, oh well. As you earn money, women are a byproduct of you getting your success. Right. Of you building yourself up. Of you going to the gym. It's not just about money. It's about getting game. Learning money. Learn how to convey yourself attractively. Learn how to just be this best version of yourself. Prioritizing you. When you prioritize you, women will follow. The problem is too many men are prioritizing women, and I've been there before when I was younger as well. Right? We prioritize women to where if I had prioritized myself a long time ago where I'm at now, I would have been a lot further in life. Right, the problem is I was prioritizing chasing women, right? Spending, wasting money here, wasting money there, designing clothes, nonsense that don't get you anywhere. Right. It really doesn't get you anywhere, right? Work on investing your money. Work on entrepreneurship at some point in life. I'm not saying don't have a W-2, but eventually become a 1099 employee or something better, right? You're gonna work on entrepreneurship. You're gonna work on investing in yourself more than you invest in somebody else's company. Right? Use it as a catalyst to push yourself forward, but don't stay stagnant, right? Because women want a man who's ambitious. You gotta show that you're ambitious. Once you start building on yourself, building on your purpose, women will follow. Stop wasting money, you guys. Stop chasing women. Stop chasing this facade, this reality. This shit is not real. This shit is an illusion. Social media is lying to people. It's what's killing the dating market today. Social media is putting people in this idea that this is how the world works, and it doesn't work this way. But because they see these rappers living this lifestyle, they all want to live it. To the point men are committing felonies, crimes, risking their freedom to buy girls' Birkin bags. Bro, what are you doing? To get girls, because men only make money to get, let's be real here. Us men only make money to be able to get women and take care of our family. So you're risking your freedom to get a bitch? Bro, what are you doing? They don't give a fuck about you. To buy her bags? This nigga's in jail buying bitch bags that don't even come see them no more.
Right.
But this the bitch you risk your freedom for?
And they fucking your mans.
Yeah, they fucking your man. So you see what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense and it doesn't add up. And it's putting men in a bad position nowadays. And then now that here's the problem with the modern day women. The problem is the modern day fucking man. The modern day man has set a precedent to where it's okay to trick, it's okay to be a simp, it's okay to give her random cash apps. Like, why are you sending girls random cash apps? But men do this all the time. They give girls their resources freely without fucking anything in return, then get mad when she doesn't give you what you want in return, right? These guys who fly girls out from here to Dubai, then get mad when she doesn't want to have sex with them. Like, you're doing simp shit and then you get mad at the girl. You gotta blame yourself.
But I'm gonna give you a little bit on that because, like I said, I'm gonna be discussing this in a little bit. But I'll give you a little bit of what I got on that. It is the modern man's fault, right?
100%.
And in some way, the modern woman has to take accountability as well. But I put most of the blame on our parents and our grandparents. I say that because of this.
Correct.
Okay. Our mothers, me and yours, me and your moms, right? They evidently went through some bullshit with the men in their lives.
Correct.
Like you said, most houses are, if you said 80% of households are run by the mother.
Yeah, that's a fact, in my opinion.
Which innately means, facts. Right. That's a fact. That's
according to the CDC, it's a fact, yeah.
Right. So that means logically that either the father that moved on, moved out, died, jail, something. You know what I'm saying? Correct. So most of those women could have got fucked over, cheated on, whatever the case may be, broke up with the dude. Now he's gone. Now she's living a single mother life, raising either a daughter or a son or both, right?
Okay.
But within that raising of those children, she's trying to live out her relationship dream through her daughter. So she's going to raise her daughter because she feels so bad that, oh, your dad cheated on me and he left me. Now I live in a project. You came from my house. I wish I would have had my own. So now I'm going to raise my daughter to have her own. Fuck niggas, have your own. Because I went through something and I don't want you to potentially go through something. And with that, hold on one second. With that, with the sons that they raise, oh, your father was a fuck nigga. So I'm going to raise you to be a dude that simps for women because I wish that your father would have simped me. I wish your father would have treated me or listened to me or catered to me more or gave me what I wanted without me earning it. So I'm going to raise you to have this mindset because I wish that I had it. And now we have our generation of men that was raised to be that way because our mamas taught us that shit. And now we're in reality as adults. It's like, damn, like, why is this shit so difficult? Because I'm talking to a girl that's automatically on fuck nigga time. You know what I'm saying? I'm about my money. I'm about my bag. I don't care what you could provide for me and this, that, and the third. I could do this all by myself. I don't need you. But then on the other hand, my mother raised me to want to be there for you, to want to cater to you and want to take care of you no matter what. Correct. But you're rejecting me, talking about you want better than me. Right. And I feel like it's our parents for the unfortunate traumas that they have endured. They pushed it down on us for some shit that we ain't even experienced. All of these girls are saying, "Oh, I'm gonna do this just in case of a rainy day. What if he leave, bitch? What you went through? Have you ever had a dude treat you that way, or are you living out through someone else's fears of what they went through, and you're just living off of just in case?"
And I'll give you one even better. Before I get to the other part, women always talk about in case he leaves. Statistically speaking, women initiate 80% of divorces. 90% of she's college educated. Men don't leave, and the divorces and breakups. Men don't leave. Women do. Right. So this facade, this imaginary thing about men leaving, men stay. There are a lot of reinforcements to make sure men don't leave. That's why child support exists. That's why alimony exists. And if you're not married, that's why palimony exists. You just live together, right? That's why these things exist to make sure men don't leave. That's why you can get half this stuff. That's why marriage exists to protect women, because back in marriage laws are put in place back when women didn't work. So, and these laws have not been updated, which is why Kim Kardashian still gets $20,000 per month from Kanye West, even
though she's richer than him.
She's a billionaire. Because these laws have not caught up to feminism, to where women make their own money nowadays. These laws are still old. So what I'm saying is this reality where men leave, men don't leave. All this in case stuff, they want to have it so in case the men don't do what they want to do, she can have the option to leave and walk away and find another man.
That's how they're utilizing it. Yeah.
She want to reserve that autonomy of being single should she ever need it. Women like to diversify their portfolio and have other options in this. That's why letting your girl have a social media, do what she want to do, work where she want to wear, what she want to wear, show her sexuality in order to fish for other men. That's what she's doing. She's wearing a for sale sign while you're committed to her. She's on social media posting her body, her silhouette, letting other men know, if you ever want this, is here. So the moment you act up, that's when niggas slide in her DM. Right? That's the story. What I'm gonna say is this: marriage rate, the marriage laws nowadays is, when you think it's the parents. I'll take it a step further. It happened during the sexual revolution, right? Marriage rate at one point before 1960 was at 92%. 92%. Especially for the black community. We said it's highest, right? Mm-hmm. We survived segregation, racism, Jim Crow laws, but the one thing we didn't survive was feminism. Feminism has destroyed the community in itself. It's destroyed the nuclear family. Women nowadays have no shame to do what they want to do. They chase careers instead of men because they want to have independence. And guess who benefits from this independence? Government. Because now, instead of having you at the home living off your husband, who we can only tax one time, we can now tax both of your asses. And they get both working. Versus before, only the man worked. You get what I'm saying now? So then they can double the money off of feminism has now made more money from the government than ever before. Having you away from your husband, not being married, makes us more money. Versus being married, only taxing only one person. So it's a crazy situation. But feminism has made women to where now they're independent. They're raising their daughters to be independent, to not need no man, to not care for no man, because they went through that bullshit having to need a man. But now they want their daughters to know that you don't need a man, be your own woman. Fuck these niggas, don't chase these men, chase careers. And it's backward. Because by the time, but they're not telling their daughter is, by the time you get 40 years old, like how she was, you're gonna wish you had a man. But by that time, it's too late to get the men that you want. Right. Because the men that you want have options, and they want to date women who are younger. Because men are inclined to want younger women. Men look for youth, beauty, and fertility. Women want to shame men for this, but it's how men date. Women want older men because women look for experience. Men look for inexperience. Women want a man who's older, who can show them more, teach them new things, provide for them, protect for them, lead them. A man doesn't have those qualities when he's young. He only has those qualities at an older age, right? Typically, a man peaks at the age of 36 when he has most of those qualities. Versus a woman peaks at 18 to 24, right? Why? Because she doesn't. What makes her attractive and valuable in the dating market isn't what she needs to earn. It's just her, right? True. Her virginity, her chastity, her beauty, her youth. That's what makes her fertility makes her valuable. And as you age, things start to dwindle. And when they dwindle, you lose value. And as you lose value, what your mother's not telling you, your independent mother who's teaching you all this independent nonsense is not telling you is it makes you less of a woman. Then they're raising their sons to be sex, to be tricks. It's okay because she wish she had, like you said earlier, she wish she had like tricking on her ass. Right. The problem is women don't realize, what I'm telling you is women don't respect that. On top of women not respect is extremely taxing for you as a man. It's taxing you. Right. Now you're giving away you're getting comfortable giving away your resources to women with nothing in return. You're putting yourself as a man at a disadvantage. That's a fact. So many men are going to prison right now, selling drugs, doing things for these girls who don't want to come see them in jail anymore. Right. Why? Because he didn't ask for anything in return. He just gave her his resources willingly, freely. She didn't have to earn it. Yeah, she's not invested. Not invested. That's the problem. Mm-hmm. And too many men deal with women who are not invested, who don't do anything for them, who don't bring anything in return. If you ask most women nowadays, and you can see my podcast, ask them all the time. Tell me, they talk about how I'm the table. I am the table. I bring this. What do you bring to a man? Most of the time, it's only sex. Then they get mad when men sexualize them. Right. All you bring to a man is sex. Right. Realistically, whatever. And let's be real here. What a woman does bring to a man can realistically outsource. If he got enough money, he can pay for a cook. He can pay for a cleaner. He can pay for women to have sex with him. To be honest with you, what you need to bring men is loyalty, respect, because for the most part, he can pay for everything you do offer. Right. So that's why when men love, we love idealistically. Women love opportunistically. Right. Who's the best opportunity from you? Because men just love you just to love you. We don't require much. Right. We're very low maintenance. Men don't require too much. Right. Whereas women require all these things. And since men don't require much, what we require has more stance into it. Women have this notion that, here's the thing with women. It's easy for women to attract a man, but it's hard for them to retain a man after they fuck him. Mm-hmm. Right? And so they think that men have to earn me. Men have to earn to fuck you. That's right. But once he fucks you, it's your job to earn to keep that man. He won. Too many women are failing at that process. Right. They can't keep a man for like to save their life. They can't smash a man. They can even get a 7-figure dude. And this is where the delusion comes in at. They believe because they can smash a 7-figure dude, an 8-figure dude, a 6-figure dude, they think that they can retain one. And that's the problem. Just because you have sex with these men, because men will have sex with anything, that don't mean you can retain them. Right. And that's where they want to drive issue at, right? And so they get their head overly inflated to where they think that because I had a 7-figure dude, I'm gonna date 7-figure dudes. Sweetie, that's not the case. You smash one. You smash one, right. It's a big difference between you having one as a husband.
Right. That's like me saying, "Oh, I rented that Ferrari, nigga. I got a Scat Pack in my garage." That don't mean I have a Ferrari. I've driven one before.
Correct.
I have something else.
For a Ferrari.
Yeah, like I can't even go to the bank and ask for a loan for that shit. Like, you know,
that's a great analogy too. Just because I rent a Ferrari, don't mean I qualify to own a Ferrari.
Right. Exactly. Like, and that's I think it's unhealthy for us to not really. I think we're doing our job with trying to school women, but they don't want to hear it from men. I think they'll rather hear it from women. And that's why I think it's so powerful for like pearly things. You know what I'm saying? For platforms like her that can tell women like, yo, y'all actually bugging. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the most white, prissy girl in the world, goofy as hell, not even really that attractive. But I bet you I can lock down a dude faster than you can because of my mentality.
And that's the problem, right? I meet a girl. Listen, man, I tell me all the time, man. Stop dating looks, man. Like, I've been that person. Listen, man. Dating looks is the fastest way to have chaos in your fucking life as a man, right? You date. You gotta look for women who be cooperative. And the problem is with these women who look good. A lot of these bad chicks, these tens are the biggest.
Non-cooperative.
They're the biggest hoes.
Yeah,
because they're looking for these 7-figure dudes. These 7-figure dudes aren't just smashing and running.
They just want to fuck.
Smashing and dashing. So by the time you look up, they'd have been with a bunch of men, right? I'm gonna give you an example, right? And that's not to play her. Like this guy, been with she had a bunch of men, attractive, bunch of men, but none of them want to keep her ass. Right. None of them put a ring on it. None of them is marrying her. Right. She's been with a bunch of men, right? It's just the problem. Just look at the guy have these men, don't mean they can keep these men, and they're struggling with keeping these men because they keep trying to take these. This will make them a hoe. They're trying to have sex with all these rich dudes. These rich dudes require sex. They're not waiting to have sex with you. So they gotta smash them. Once you smash them, they get kind of off you by that time. Because you require them to take care of you, buy you bags. Men ain't doing that for too long. He'll probably get some sex, because a lot of men out here are tricks. But after a while, since you require that, another girl require that too. So I'm gonna go over here and smash it. I'm done with you. I'm gonna go over here and smash her now. Bye. Let the next rich nigga have her. Next nigga has her now, she becomes a hoe. She gets known. Now you got a name that nobody wants you. Now all these women don't even want your ass no more. But you don't know, because see, unlike women disqualify men loudly. When a woman tells you it's over, she lets you know ahead of time it's over loudly. You ain't got a $1 surprise because she don't want to give you sex anymore. She doesn't want to give you romance anymore. Versus a man, when men disqualify you silently.
Right.
You don't know what's over.
You won't even know you walk into that
wall. He'll keep you around, bro. Yep. He'll keep you around, smash you, do the bare minimum. Take you on one date every now and again. Yep. Maybe buy you a gift, the smallest gift he can get you. Yep. Whatever you can do, the bare minimum, just to keep that sexual attention keep going. Rotation. Just to keep you in a rotation. But I promise you, he disqualified you long before you know it.
A long time ago. He done weaned you off the dick a long time ago. Like
literally. Yeah, literally.
Just weaned you right off it. You don't even know. You think that you getting.
Bro, it's time I date women, and they're disqualified before I even meet them. Because of my standards, right? And women don't realize, this is what I tell women all the time. Men disqualify you silently, but the difference is men will still deal with you when they disqualify you. Women tend to date men thinking that men are the same way as them. We're equals, and we're not equals. Right. Men date you differently than you date us. A man will date you, men will deal with you just for sex. A man cannot like you. He can hate you. He cannot stand you and will still have sex with you. Women can't see themselves doing that. And that's the difference between men and women. So they don't realize, just because a man, women be like, oh, he's smashing me raw. That don't mean shit. That don't mean he care about you. Right. Men just do it just to do it. Because for us, sex is detached completely. We don't care about it. We see it as an equal value exchange. Women see it as a value loaded exchange. Because for them it means so much to them, they need something in exchange for it. So because they treat it that way, they're also able to be duped by that way, right? They're very gullible because of that. And so men will have sex with them, keep them in a rotation, and never take them serious because maybe she got kids by other men, right? Like me personally, once a girl has kids by other men, she's disqualified from any type of commitment from me. But she doesn't know that. So she's dating me, having sex with me for months, maybe years on end. But the moment you have kids, you're done. You're done. It's over. There's nothing else going forward between me and you.
And our society has told men that if she has kids, she comes with the package, be a real man, and do all of this other type of stuff.
That's the problem.
Listen, I ain't gonna cap. I ain't gonna sit here and act like it's something different. My dad, you know what I'm saying, while he was living, he wasn't my biological dad.
Of course.
And he stepped into a relationship with my mom that had 2 other boys before he came through. And he took care of us, right? But I'm not gonna also sit here and act like he got the better end of that stick. Because my mom's dogged him, bro. She dogged him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like in a way, he was a good dude, but in a way, he did finish last, bro. He passed away without having a relationship with his daughter because the child support system came in and tore him away from family and all this other stuff. And all of that time he spent with me and my brother was kind of wasted time. You know what I'm saying? Because he shouldn't have took on a woman that had other things going on and could have been had an ulterior motive. You never, because you could never gauge it, bro. Like it's such a dirty world out there. And I tell people, look, me and my wife's relationship, we are the exception to the rule. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. People ask us a lot, yo, how did you do it? And this, that, and the third. And I could give them all the advice.
Also, you got her early. You got her early on in life.
Yeah, I got her at a whole different time of woman. Correct. You know what I'm saying? Of a mindset. The internet wasn't really a thing in 2004, correct, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? The internet wasn't even really a thing. So we really had a heart-to-heart connection. You know what I'm saying? Like I got on a bus to go see her like every day. Like we went on dates. We ate Chinese food together. People ain't eating Chinese food together like that. Bro.
Back in the days, see, here's what you said just now, right? Back in the days, a woman could date you. You had a normal job. You had a job, period.
Period. You was lit.
Selling drugs. You had a job, period. You was attractive.
Facts.
You had a job, you was attractive. Most men didn't have jobs a lot of times back in the days, right? So if you had a job, you was attractive. If you had a job as a black man, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, bro. I had somebody call me again.
All right, yeah, it went black, just so you know.
Yeah, all right.
If you had a job as a black man, you had I think it's still black man effect, just so you know. I don't want to continue.
Oh shoot. Let me see.
I hate when the calls come in. That's the worst part.
Yeah, bro. She don't. We'll just keep going for a little while and see if it just refreshes back in.
No worries. It might come back up anyway. Mm-hmm. But so yeah, if you had a job as a man, a black man back in the days, you were good enough. Right? Women would take you serious, especially if you had a car too, or if you didn't have a car, even if you got on a bus. Women appreciated you getting on a bus to come see them. They didn't require all this cabs nonsense. They didn't require Uber. They didn't require you to have a foreign car to date them. They didn't require you to have a Louis Vuitton on. That wasn't a thing back in the days. Right. Women dated you because she actually liked you back in the days for the most part, right? As long as you had your ish together to some degree, you were good. Right. Whereas now, they want this exceptional man. And they want him to act like an average dude, and it doesn't work that way, right? So here's the problem. They're looking for guys where, quite frankly, it just doesn't measure with what they say you want. They really want a lifestyle, not really a family, right? Women nowadays, they don't want to be a wife nowadays. They want the title of being a wife and the look and allure of being a wife without actually being a wife, without really working to be a wife. Right. Versus back in the days, women were wives back in the days. Women understood what it was back in the day. So you got your women at a different time, right? Whereas now, girls initiate divorce as quick as they initiate breakups. Marriage is not, they don't care about marriage anymore. As a matter of fact, most girls see child support as more valuable than a marriage.
Right.
So it's just not in a man's marriage is a contract that women are nowadays have always been incentivized to break. And nowadays women break it overwhelmingly. Women initiate most breakups and divorces, like I told you earlier, 80%. So, and it's due to and the biggest predicate is finances. Right. So it's just not in a man's best interest nowadays to be married, which is why a lot of men are walking away from marriage or serious commitment nowadays.
That's true, bro. And like something that you said that was dope too. I know my screen's probably still black. We're not gonna keep going. It's like kind of fucking up the quality of the show. But I do want to say this about the whole being a wife and being a husband. Mm-hmm. You don't be a real wife and a real husband doesn't become a wife or a husband after vows are taken. A husband is a husband whether he's single or he's in a relationship.
Correct.
A husband is a guy that has husband qualities, a husband mindset.
Correct.
You understand what I'm saying? And the same thing for a wife. You have wife qualities and a wife mindset. I cannot make you into a wife. I cannot bring the wife out of you.
Correct.
You understand what I'm saying? Just like you shouldn't have to bring the husband out of me, the strong man out of me, the protector out of me. You don't have to earn. You don't have to earn. You know what I'm saying? My best. I'm going to accidentally give that off because that's what I am. Just like a real racist cannot go fronting for the rest of his life that he's not racist. It's going to come out. Who you are is going to come out. It's going to shine. So don't tell me, oh, you got to bring out my femininity. You got to bring out this. You got to bring out that. Bitch, I don't have to earn nothing. If you was that, you will be that. I don't have to earn anything. Just like how you don't have to earn me paying for this fucking meal. All you did was pop up.
Correct.
All you did was pop up. It's my due diligence to pay for this meal because I'm the provider. I'm trying to show you that I can buy you this food right now. Correct. I don't have to ask you to earn that.
And that's the thing, right? Women will date a man nowadays, and you see all the time, you just mentioned this, it's great to touch on that subject. Women will date a man, this is the biggest thing, especially in the black community. It's very huge in the black community. And it's in a lot of communities, but it's very huge in the black community, where women will say this, I'm feminine, but a man has to be masculine enough to get me out of my femininity.
Oh my
That'll be
God.
like me saying, I'm masculine, but I'm gonna act feminine until I find a woman who's feminine enough to get me into my masculinity.
It's
I would
bullshit.
sound crazy.
It's
I'd
bullshit.
be unattractive.
Right.
I walk around twerking, wearing lipstick, sashaying around, wearing heels,
Right.
saying, you know what? I only act this way because I don't have a real woman in my life right now. As soon as I find one who's feminine enough, I'm gonna act like a masculine man. I would sound stupid. If I told girls we go on a date, I ain't paying for that date until you get me in my masculinity enough to want to pay for that date. I would sound crazy.
Right.
But we live in a world where it's okay for women to want to act like a pseudo man, act as masculine as she wants to, and pick and choose when she wants to be feminine. For women nowadays, being feminine is elected. And most of the women who tell you that nonsense are just capping because it's a matter of time before that masculinity starts to rear its ugly head. The moment she gets mad at you, the moment she feels a certain way or get angry, it's going to rear its ugly head anyway. Right? So I tell men all the time, when women tell you that, run. Have your phone with her, or get rid of her. Because a real woman comes feminine. Just like you got to come masculine, expect your woman to come feminine. This is the problem with a lot of men. A lot of men are settling. Here's the problem. Women don't want to settle, but men happily settle. Men happily settle all the time. Men don't mind settling. And the problem is men will settle with women who are not worthy of being wives, worthy of being girlfriends. And then they end up in these situations where they get themselves in trouble, into drama, arrested, records, all kinds of things because they're women who are just not worthy of their commitment. They're giving themselves their resources too freely. Make these women earn you, just like you got to earn her. Just like you got to earn her sex, she has to earn your commitment. Guess what? Your commitment is of more valuable than her sex.
Right.
So make her earn it. Stop giving these girls what they want without giving you what you want in return. Femininity is not negotiable. It's expected.
Right.
If I'm dealing with a woman, I expect femininity from the gate. The moment I see femininity, I already know it's not going to last. Right. I may have sex with her, I may have fun with her, but I already know it's done. Guaranteed.
That's true, bro. That's true. Hey, power to you, bro. You are very well spoken too, my brother.
Appreciate you.
And look. Listen, I'm gonna cut this live short. For one, it wasn't promoted, which is cool. Like we said earlier, we was gonna just test this little YouTube collaboration thing.
If you want.
This is pretty cool. We're gonna definitely get up on this microphone again. But I am gonna cut this episode because I hate bad quality, bro. You know how I give it up already. So unfortunately, I'm gotta figure out how to do this thing without my phone. I'm probably gonna use my tablet next time. Probably use my iPad. I think that'll be the best way to do it. Yeah, so I don't get no calls on there. But ladies and gentlemen, man, please follow my bro Zeus, man. You know what I'm saying? Zeus podcast. What is it? $11.99, right?
Yeah, Zeus. No, my Instagram on my Facebook is Zeus X Podcast. I mean on my YouTube. Zeus X Podcast on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube, you guys. I appreciate it. Also follow me on Instagram at Zeus X Unplugged. Again, on Instagram at Zeus X Unplugged. Shoot me a DM. If you guys need help with coaching, any sessions, holla at me, man.
All right, man. Yo, this is a good brother right here, yo. Y'all gonna see him again. Hopefully, we might see him next Sunday when we get my boy Alan from the other We Need to Talk, man, from South Carolina. And hey, as always, it's your boy Convo. And this is my boy down here, Zeus, man. We gonna holla at y'all. Peace.
Peace.